Skimmers are adapting as technology continues to advance. In fact, con artists are using skimmers to steal your credit and debit card information. Attorney General Leslie Rutledge is here with a consumer alert this morning. Leslie, we hear about this all too often, and it's scary because it can happen to anyone.
It is, and these thieves are becoming much more smart, they're more clever, and so essentially what they do is they put a malicious card reader onto perhaps an ATM or somewhere else where you might use a credit card or a debit card, and then it will read your magnetic strip, and they will steal your information, steal your money.
And this can happen at places, let's say the grocery store, gas stations. We hear about it a lot.
Gas stations, ATMs outside, so we encourage people to go to ATMs where they can, it's busy areas, so that way, because this takes a while for the thieves to put this onto the ATM machine or onto a gas station.
How do they do it? I mean, are they doing it when nobody's looking?
Yes, when no one's looking, and it does take a little time, and so that's why we encourage people to go to those busy ATMs or busy gas stations. But they essentially put it over the ATM, right? And so if you see something wrong that looks funny, if the colors aren't matching up, then go ahead and say, maybe I don't want to use this one.
Right.
Another little trick that sounds odd to even think about is to wiggle your card as you're putting it in, because these malicious card readers need it to go straight in and out.
Okay.
But the ATM will essentially take your card in, so if you kind of move it around, you don't have to be real forceful, but just move it around a little bit.
Right, and you should be able to tell.
Yes.
Interesting. Is there anything else you can do when you're there? I know I'm always taught to kind of put your hand over so people are not seeing when you're entering your PIN.
Yes, and that is a great way to keep your card information safe, is to cover your hand just as you do, because oftentimes, in addition to the malicious card reader, they will have a camera set up somewhere so that way they can see what your PIN is, because they need that PIN in order to access your information. Keep, tabs on your credit card use, on your debit card use. Make sure that you have alerts set up, so if there's activity that's different, your bank will go ahead and notify you. We do encourage people to use a credit card rather than a debit card, because you can shut down that credit card and reverse those charges at any time, whereas a debit card, you need 48 hours, within 48 hours.
And I imagine, too, paying close attention to your bank account, but from what I understand, what these people are doing, they're stealing that. You'll still have your card on you, but your money is being spent elsewhere.
Yes, they steal that information off of that magnetic strip that is on the back of your card, and so we're all familiar with that little black or dark brown magnetic strip, and so that's the information that they are stealing.
Okay. And that chip card, is this used to help prevent that? We all want that chip card.
It is, and I think that's more and more retailers are using the chip cards, but regardless of what you use, just make sure that you monitor your information, that you check your bank accounts, that you cover those PIN numbers up while you're using them, and just general precautions. And if anything looks funny on the ATM, then think maybe I'll go to another ATM.
Right, and report it, obviously. If you notice something like that, what should you do immediately?
Well, they can call our office at 800-482-8982. We have more information online about this at arkansasag.gov.
All righty, thank you so much.
Thank
Attorney
you.
General Leslie Rutledge here this morning with some good advice, trying to beat out those scammers.
That's right.
Thank you so much. We'll be back with another look at your forecast.
Frank, Tina tells me your new